This is the story of a legal battle that has lasted over 14 years, a fight that started with a paternity question and has evolved into allegations of fraud and court misconduct. At the center of it is Ramir Satterthwaite, a man who claims that music mogul Shawn JayZ Carter is his biological father. But Ramir says this isn't about fame or fortune. According to him and his legal team, this is about justice, truth, and accountability. The origins of this case date back to 1992, when Ramir's mother, Wanda Satterthwaite, claimed she had a brief relationship with JayZ when she was just 16 years old. She said the two met in Philadelphia and later went to JayZ's aunt's apartment in Brooklyn, where their alleged encounter took place. They used protection, she said, but it failed. Aside from one follow-up visit, Wanda said she never saw JayZ again and had no way to contact him. Wanda initially listed her then-boyfriend, Robert Graves, on Ramir's birth certificate. But in 2011, a court-ordered DNA test proved that Graves was not the father. That same year, Ramir began pursuing legal action to confirm whether JayZ was his biological parent. Over the years, the case faced numerous obstacles. Wanda once filed for child support, but her case was dismissed due to being filed in the wrong state and never refiled. Since then, JayZ has consistently refused to take a paternity test, and multiple courts have denied Ramir's requests. JayZ's legal team has argued that the issue of paternity was resolved long ago, pointing out that Ramir's mother once identified another man as the father, someone who was even ordered to pay child support in the 1990s. They also emphasized that JayZ has no legal ties to New Jersey, where many of the filings occurred, and therefore should not be compelled to participate. In 2022, a court issued an injunction against Ramir and his godmother, Lily Coley, prohibiting them from filing any new lawsuits related to the matter in New Jersey without court approval. In May 2025, Ramir and his godmother filed a new lawsuit in California. But this time, it wasn't about paternity. Instead, it focused on civil damages, alleging fraud upon the court and seeking compensation for emotional distress, reputational damage, and financial loss. JayZ's legal team responded by requesting that the case be dismissed, claiming the lawsuit violated the 2022 injunction and that it rehashed issues already resolved in previous court decisions. They accused Ramir and his team of attempting to bypass legal restrictions and argued that they should be held responsible for legal fees. In his response, JayZ made it clear that he denies all allegations and reiterated that he has never legally acknowledged Ramir as his son. Ramir, for his part, says this isn't about money. He maintains that his goal is not to seek back child support but to hold people accountable for how the case was handled over the years. He believes his mother, who passed away, never received due process, and that her sworn statements naming JayZ as the father should not be ignored. On July 22, 2025, just days after JayZ's formal response, Ramir unexpectedly withdrew the lawsuit. When questioned by supporters online, he posted a brief message. Changes were made to my case on July 18, 2025, around 3:30 p.m. This was done due to changes we were not aware of. We will explain soon, but it's all about my mother now. Supporters of Ramir point to several unresolved issues. Why won't JayZ agree to a paternity test? Why was the case repeatedly shut down despite sworn affidavits? And if JayZ had Ramir's DNA since 2011, as claimed, why hasn't this been definitively settled? JayZ's legal team continues to maintain that the courts have ruled appropriately and that this matter should be considered closed. After 14 years, countless legal filings, and national attention, one thing remains clear: this story is far from over. Whether or not Ramir will ever get the answers he's looking for remains to be seen. But for now, his fight continues, not just for himself, but for the memory of his mother.